Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. The object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surroundings. The object is currently bound by Redacted. Discovered in the basement of a home in Redacted, Ohio, the object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from seams around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside. Though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. So there's something inside of the safe that apparently has blood, which is why you can't open it. So hello everybody, welcome back to Control. I realized after the last part that once we got the safe, I didn't actually read the thing about it, so I figured I'd start off with that. Oh, level 4 security door to the turbine room, so we ain't going in there. So yeah, this is a Blackrock Processing, I do believe it was called. I don't know what that means, why there would be a mining outfit down here, but you know, whatever. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is going to get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know. I tell you, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place could be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. Well, when you deal with the stuff that you deal with, that's kind of to be expected. Whoops. The Atlas Chamber, eh? Well, that sounds interesting. Huh. Weird, but whatever. It's better. Oh, come on. I hate the glass in this game. It would be so nice if when you shot glass, you could actually get through, like, immediately. I hope there's never a situation where I have to shoot through glass to escape something, because, I mean, to be fair, the shotgun may work, and I also very clearly didn't need to do that to get around to there, but okay. Anyway. Okay. So this is the Atlas Chamber, eh? Huh. Doesn't look like we can do anything here. And while there is a door there... yeah, the bullet's definitely going through, so... I am not willing to trust that at all. Alright, well... that seemed to be pointless. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. The fuck was that? More of these explosive fucks. Oh, good God. Alright. That's them taken care of, so maybe if we go into the turbine room, maybe we can do something to alter the Atlas room in order to actually use it. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to check out is an elevator. That's that way. Maybe that's actually where the elevator was. Because I know we haven't been in here before, but maybe the elevator. Because there was a. I'm trying to remember where it was exactly. Because there was an elevator. Yeah, I'm not going back in there though. Where it gave me the option to go to the Blackrock processing. But I want to say that was probably in the turbine section, maybe. Like it's over here somewhere. So that's the energy converters. And then this, yeah, there's the elevator. This might take us to a different... Yeah, the quarry, that's where it was going to take us. Because we haven't been there yet either. Okay, let's try to see what goes down, because this should, in theory... Oh, level 5 security door, alright. I was going to say, this should, in theory, lead back down to somewhere where the energy converters or something connects to, but... It's a level 5 door, so definitely not getting through there anytime. And so is this one. Alright, well, just have the fucking level 5 command on here somehow or something. I mean, yeah, to the power plant, because we need to head back to the place anyway, so. And I want to use my skill points. Alright, so the quarry is a level 5 restricted. The processing, though, is only level 4. Still don't know why they have a quarry inside of this building, but, you know, there's a lot of stuff inside this building that I don't understand, so. And that we're not supposed to, really. God, I love how much damage my throw does now. Oh, God. Okay, I'm guessing then that I got all my headshots. Good God. My melee attack really does not do very much damage. Alright, where's my control point that was in here? I feel like I went by it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's not it. Really go by it that much? Oh yeah, I did too, look at that. Alright. First things first, let's see abilities. Okay, so I can increase the shield strength. Shield propels debris at nearby enemies. I see now that would be useful. More damage. While holding shield, use evade to rush at enemies and them back. More damage to it. And then energy will recover while shield is active. Alright, well, if your energy... Like, if you had the shield up and it taking damage is what caused your enemy to drain, or your energy to drain, that would be useful, but I feel like it's not super useful. As is, I can launch grenades and rockets. Basic enemies when their health is low. The melee damage doesn't seem to be very worthwhile. I think I might go with more health right now. Just because I've been taking quite a bit of damage. What am I missing? Oh, I only need one more ritual impulse. And this is all worthless, right? Yeah, I don't have an astral clip. Oh, one more. Maybe I'll get one. Although I think these only give me mods and not... Maintenance incursion. Okay, well, I'm about to leave the service weapon in pierce mode. And alright, well, I can't even do any of these. Can I accept and abandon? And I'm going to be leaving maintenance for the moment. Using charge. I don't have anything called charge. Kill enemies in the executive sector. Well, that's where we're going back to, at least for now. The service... I don't have charge mode. Hiss Rangers? Alright. Hiss Elevated. Gravity restrictions balloons do not apply. King of Pop them. Okay. Weird. Let's abandon this one and see what we get. Kill Hiss Charged or Elevated. We'll go with the charged one because I feel like we're going to come across those more. Alright. Central Executive. Please and thank you. And then we got our level 2 clearance now. So we'll go and see what... Well, no, we'll talk to her first. Because she's probably going to send us down into the...
I heard the Hiss attack the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the Hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor. There's no other way to create that kind of energy output, right?
I mean, maybe not for standard human procedures, but I mean...
Jesse, you made it.
Sure
and
did.
You lifted the internal lockdown. Let's talk, Emily. Yes, of course.
Alright, doesn't look like there's any more documents for me at the moment, so...
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. He covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Weird. Threshold remnant, not a ritual one. It's a shame. Alright,
Hi,
so let's
Jesse.
see. Do we got anything else?
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. Yet one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
Very carefully.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. Look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Now, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just, wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
Alright.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
Okay, and then I think that I got some more collectibles in there somewhere. Oh, we got another hotline. The Hiss. The Hiss spread is searching for transmission speakers to corrupt chaos. The astral plane is a conflict switchboard. The Hiss will come for us all. Okay, you must shut them up. Or shut up them. Okay, so if the Hiss makes it to the astral plane, where the board is, then they'll have access to everything, apparently. Which is probably not good. Alright.
They're saying Trench was shot dead.
Yeah, he killed himself. See, do I want to do more health? The final upgrades will actually only cost 2 skill points, which is interesting. Oh, well, for health in that, they cost 3, 3, 4, and then 2. It's not actually bad that it gets lower. 75%. I mean, what is this? Launch up to 3 objects. Launch large objects. Launch large enemies. I don't even, like... I don't know, like... What is it? 2, 4, 7 more skill points to get an extra 25% launch damage. I don't know, man. That's a lot. I really don't know how useful the shield is going to be. So, and that would unlock launching enemies, but I don't really care about that. I don't know about melee damage. And once again, they have so much just like... See now, like, this really annoys me, right? Like, by the first one you get 10% melee damage. By the second one you get 30%. But then the third and fourth they do nothing. It just says plus 30% melee damage. Unless... Is this like plus 10% and then this is 30% more than... And then this is 30% more and 30% now, because that seems like it. No, because 30% and then 50% and 50%, like, I guess that would, if you added them all up, would basically be tripling your damage, right? Like your base damage. So maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I think before I put any points into this, I'm gonna look up a little bit about this. About the skills in this game, because I'm not 100% how they work, because now I'm torn, because like if the next point of launch damage isn't just like if it actually does increase our damage again, I'm tempted to get it, but if it doesn't actually increase our damage again and it just basically is used to unlock the other thing there, then I don't care. Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the Earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me. Wow, alright. There's a fucking theory someone had to work on for this game. God, I think I would love it if I found out that, like, all of these weird theories that are in these rooms are actual theories that people have heard. Oh, that was actually it. That was the only level 2 door in the executive area. Alright. Well, that's fair. Okay, so let's go back to here because we're not going to be in the executive lab area. Alright, so let's just go with the standard kill ones. And then we'll fast travel down. I want to go to the janitor's office, which I guess would be ventilation. To see now that we've completed the last main mission and we're in a new chapter, I want to see if he has anything else that he wants us to do. Since we'll be going down to research next. Alright. Yeah, kind of figured. Triple kill. Threshold remnant. No, I need a ritual impulse. Because then I can increase my damage. My gun. Alright. So hopefully he has something for us and I didn't just waste the trip here. He does. What a mess. Clear the clog. Oh, back at the pump station, eh? Alright. I guess I may as well just go through. Oh, this goes into the room that we couldn't get into before. Okay, so wait. Why does it show that there's a connection here? No, it's not on this side of the room either. That's weird. Interesting. Alright, well. This way. All the way around. So does that mean that we're gonna have to, like, is the that weird thing that we were shooting at in the pipes, is that gonna be, like, is that back then, or? I'm also curious, like, this is the only thing that was on the board, but it's for a section that we've already been through. I really expected there to be something there for the, oh look, the guard's back now that it's reset. Down to pumps.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the Glock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He's
Okay.
very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
Okay. Okay. So, should I go to the pipeworks first then, just to see if he's actually back in there? What's this way, right? I really hate that those things, that the floaty pricks don't stay dead once you kill them, and that they respawn. No, it looks like he's still cleared out, so we'll head up to that other door, and since it didn't have a, oh, that's weird. And probably not good. Oh, goody. Ow! Fuckers! Hey, there's the ritual impulse. I can get my damage increase now. Okay, nope, it's on the other side. Yeah, I do wish those things would stay dead, but... Which, I mean, let's face it, would make sense considering... Stop playing music.
Hello again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
The hell are you talking to? Containment. Oh, okay. No unique procedures required. If the item's form is different than any previously reported, then make a note describing the new form. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: ring of keys, lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, spoon. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. Reciting formula I-14 or I-32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. The item was initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the Bureau's arrival to the oldest house is unknown. So are we going to have to freaking fix up a water cooler? I see that I need more power things. Can I bring any in from out here? Because I know there's some out here. Or at least there's one. I saw it before, although now that I'm looking I see... Like, I remember there being quite a few out here. But now there doesn't seem to be, like, any, which is interesting. God, so many. So loud. Okay. There, no. I mean, I had one. It was awfully... Oh, there we go. Okay, so hopefully I can take this through the door. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, but you never know. It might do something to stop it. Nope. Also see if there's some through that door. So I'm just gonna go. Oh no, it looks like I actually do have to power them to get through. So okay, that's interesting. Oh, or I can climb up and over. Huh. So I can either plug that into there or into there. I feel like it's supposed to be plugged into there. It is. Okay. Anything else in here? No. I really wish I had some kind of light. Oh, no. it says I'm supposed to do something in here. Activate the drain pump. How does one do that? Oh, here we are.
We should go down there to clear out the rest of it.
Okay. Oh my. Well, I mean, if this is the same clog that we dealt with before, it wasn't really all that difficult to deal with. I say as I miss every shot.
Goodbye, Mr. Clog. I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Okay, that was it? That seemed way too easy. I mean, it's possible that because I already did the stuff in the pipeworks that this is all that was left. And that if I hadn't done the stuff in the pipeworks either, this would have been the point where he sent me there, or I would have had to do it first. And this isn't an object of power. Look, no lights, and yet it's shining a light. That's interesting. Seems like a pretty glaring flaw, but whatever. Once again, nothing in this place has to make sense, so it doesn't. Alright. I'm still curious, though, if I had to bring... Like, can I pull that off the wall? I can. Which recloses the door, so I guess I could have, once I put it in there, I could have pulled that one out, and then I probably was supposed to pull the other one out and over as well, but... Who shot? I'm still an enemy around somewhere. Are we good? Nope. Are we done now? No. Still somebody around. May not know where. Oh, is that it? Oh, oh. And we're good. Alright. Now, where was that one? Here it is. I'm curious why that one won't stay in there anymore, but whatever. Alright, so with that solved, I guess it's time to leave, assuming I can. This way. Remember where I came in. Alright. I'd like to know, though, why... Because I'm pretty sure I've taken this elevator out of here every time. So I don't know when I come in here why I have to call it to the top. Yeah, so research is next. And then the only other area is containment, which would probably be... If I had to guess, I'd say that the projector that they took from us is the thing that Trench was bitching about Darling investigating because it was too dangerous. And, nice. Okay, well, let's just go to Central Executive since I know there's a sector elevator there. I know there's one down here too, but I don't remember exactly where it was. So, but yeah, so, alright. Damage plus 28% more I could do. Rate of fire, ammo cost, damage against enemy armor, 130 and 30, eh? Well, let's construct these two. What is that? Rate of fire, arrow. Do I want spin or do I want shatter? Honestly, neither. I'm kind of interested in whatever that Pierce one that they keep talking about is. But unfortunately, I don't have access to that one. 8% launch energy cost, 9%. Recovery speed 1722. Minus 11, so it's already better. Alright. Oh, I didn't do any of the board things, did I? I have not yet. I need to kill one more charged hiss and Winters. Alright.
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Alright, 2 research. Executive Research Maintenance Sector Access Corridor, Regular Maintenance Sector, or Containment Sector. Well, I mean, technically it looks like we could go to the Containment Sector, but I don't know how much we'd be able to do down there. And I have to imagine that they're going to send us there at some point anyway, so. Alright. Central Research. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess I got way more damage. Oh yeah, actually I have like way more damage now on it, right? Because not only did the upgrade that I build increase its damage, I then put an extra 28% damage in there as well.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
I'm assuming that's what's playing over there. I can also see that the control point for this section is already a little fucked. Okay, if I had to guess, I would say that there's only 2 shots now per nose. And in all honesty, I guess... Oh god. Oh, more of these fucks. what are these guys? Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, whatever. Oh. No, that's not all of them. There's a red over there, but it doesn't look like an enemy red. An intrusive pattern, eh? Oh. So now we have snipers, eh? I also saw there was something on my left there. There's an enemy down there. Oh, I don't know what I just shot, but it seemed to summon stuff. Oh, those are the Rangers. Or at least some of them were. I saw the one guy go over there. Hello, Mr. Sniper. Fuck you and your fucking rockets. Most annoying fucking enemies in this game so far. Oh, fuck. Come here, you prick. No, that's not what I wanted to look at. Thanks, though. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and his snipers are well aware of how to use it. Refer to file. Yeah, redacted. Alright. So we're getting way more things dropping now. I don't even know where the fuck I came into this. Here, I think? Yeah. Okay, so Dr. Darling's dimensional research and parapsychology. Well, parapsychology is where we're supposed to go, so obviously that'll be the last place we go. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into, Dr. Lewis. Alright. So we got some plants that Auti likes to sing to that may or may not, you know, be weird. I'm assuming it's these kind of plants here. Was something there. Oh. This could have also been what I was hearing. Alright, well, let's see what we get out of this one. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable casualty, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must, or maybe it is Jung. I don't know. I guess it depends on which nationality it is. Laid the road, now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Yeah, some of these rooms are crazy dark, and like I turned up the brightness or the gamma, whatever option I had. I don't think I maxed it out like I normally do, but I know I raised it at least somewhat. Okay. Dr. Darling's office, and then dimensional research must be this one. Okay, well I guess we'll check his office first. That's less likely to be dangerous and more likely to have stuff we want. Okay.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway? Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. You do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Okay. It's interesting that I didn't get that as like a file itself, though. Resonance, it's there, but you can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us, but what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all their altered phenomena? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Oh, maybe I did get it. Oh yeah, the HRAs. Alright, well I don't really see how that one could have more to it, so I'm gonna leave it there. If I do that, does that stop it? It does stop it. Well, no point in stopping it. Okay, that's weird. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department, more breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Bribing the boss for more funding, eh? The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, what the fuck is that? Would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the Redacted in the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash died. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I'll attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Yeah, I mean, with something like that, I mean, you really would just have to, it's like, hey, what about this? It's like, alright, let's see. Let's see if it holds water. First, you got to do the sniff test, which is, doesn't even come close to making sense. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the Redacted, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on or that I'm allowed to access. I'm assuming that means connection to the board. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very Redacted of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the board is natural fact and not something more redacted? Yeah, I mean, nothing. But I mean, they've been helping, as far as I can tell, from the information given in this game so far, they've been helping and not hindering, so I mean, So how does one get in there? Okay, it is going to open. A fire break. Alright, so...
Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Alright, well, I don't know what the ashtray maze is, but we'll have to wait until next time to find out, because we're almost at an hour, and I did not realize that. So that'll be it for this part. Next part, I guess we'll try to do this ashtray maze thing. I don't know if it's even something that we can do right now. I'm honestly kind of tempted just to turn around and go back, because I feel like wherever this leads, it's probably an area that we'll be sent to. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.